Hello everybody, welcome to Royal Kitchen. Today I am going to make Shadiyon wala zarda pulao or kesari meetha chawal or sweet rice or mutanjan, whatever you want to name it. For that we have to take 2.5 cup of brown sella rice, or you can as well take basmati rice. 2.5 cup I have taken. We have to wash and soak the golden sella rice for 2 hours. I have washed the golden sella rice with 2 waters and I am soaking the rice with 2 glasses of mineral water. Now COVID hours are going on, so we have to maintain the COVID protocols. So we have to maintain hygiene. To make zarda pulao, we have to take 2 cups of sugar, because I have taken 2.5 cup of rice. So here I am taking 2 cups of rice to make zarda pulao. See, 2 cups of sugar means exactly half a kg of sugar. Here 2.5 a cup of rice means 625 grams of rice I have soaked in a mineral water. To make zarda pulao, I have taken 1 tablespoon full of chopped almonds, 1 tablespoon full of pistachios, 2 tablespoons of cashew nuts, 7 to 8 cloves, 1 tablespoon full of raisins, 1 teaspoon full of cardamom powder. Here I have soaked the kesar strands, 20 strands in half cup of water, half cup of milk. I have soaked 20 strands of saffron in half cup of milk. I have kept the rice soaked in water for 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours I have soaked the rice. See, our rice are soaked the entire water. Now I have kept the water for boiling. To this we have to add half a teaspoon full of saffron. Mix it well in the water. It gives a very good color to our rice, sweet rice, that is zarda rice. Otherwise our zarda pulao will be in pale color. So we should add the saffron color, food color, to the boiling water. Close the lid of the vessel. Let the water comes to a boil. I have taken cherries, red cherries, tutti frutti, and 2 teaspoons full of grated coconut cut into pieces. I have taken sweet coconut here. We have called this as Ballari coconut. I have taken 2 liters of water. Take 2 to 2.5 liters of water because we have taken 500 grams of 625 grams of rice. Whatever measure you have taken the rice, let the water comes to a boil. We have to take the water 4 times more than the quantity of the rice. Now we have to strain the entire rice. I have transferred the entire rice into a colander, and we have to drain out the excess water from the soaked rice. See, our rice have absorbed the entire water and they not even broken. Let us check whether our water is boiling or not. See, our water is boiling. Now we have to add the soaked golden cella rice to this boiling water. We have to mix the rice gently like this. We have to close the lid and cook for 10 to 15 minutes in a medium high flame. We have already soaked the rice for 2 hours, so it takes very less time, that is 10 to 15 minutes to cook the zarda pulao. See, our rice along with the saffron water is boiling. Now we have to open the lid, otherwise the water may come out of the vessel. With open lid, we have to cook the rice in a medium high flame. Please check a couple of times when the rice is cooking. Make sure that we have to cook the rice for 80 to 90% only. Don't cook the rice 100%. If we cook the rice more than 90%, we may not get a perfect zarda pulao and our rice grains may be mashed into a mushy paste. So make sure that we have to cook the zarda pulao up to 80 to 90% only. When we mix the rice, we have to gently mix them. With the open lid only, we have to cook the zarda pulao. After 15 minutes, we have to check our zarda pulao whether the rice grains are cooked or not. See, our grains are intact. Just we have to press them like this. They are broken into 2 to 3 pieces. So at this time we have to stop cooking and we have to strain the rice and drain out the excess water from the rice. Now we have to drain out the entire water into a sieve. To the pan we have to add 5 tablespoons of ghee, to this we have to add the cloves. Let the ghee comes to a boil. Now we have to spread the ghee on all sides of the pan so that our rice may not stick to the bottom of the pan as well as the sides of the pan when we cook the zarda pulao. To this we have to add the coconut pieces, cashew nuts. Keep the flame in low. Almonds, pistachios and raisins. Now we have to lightly fry all of them. We have to fry them lightly until they turns into a golden brown color. Don't burn them. We have to fry all of them in a low flame. Our raisins are puffed up. Now we have to stop the flame. After lightly roasting all the nuts, take them into a separate plate. Keep some of them in the vessel itself and again light the flame of the gas. To this add the soaked saffron milk. Mix all of them well. To this we have to add 1 teaspoonful of cardamom powder. Mix all of them. Add 500 grams of sugar to the saffron milk. Mix all of them well. Let the sugar melts. We have to cook the sugar along with the saffron milk until the sugar melts into a syrup. See, our sugar is completely melted. Now we have to boil the sugar for 3 to 4 minutes along with the saffron milk. See, our sugar becomes sticky now. See, it is sticky. At this time we have to transfer the rice into the sugar syrup. And don't mix the rice. We have to keep the flame in low and don't mix the rice and sugar. Just we have to pour the rice on the sugar syrup like this. If we mix the rice and the sugar syrup at this time, our rice gets into a mushy paste. Now we have to add 2 tablespoons of ghee on the top of the rice so that our rice grains may not stick to each other. These are the tricks and tips told by my loving mom while making the zarda pulao. We have to spread the ghee on the surface of the rice like this, and we should not mix the rice along with the sugar syrup. Now we have to close the lid of the vessel and keep the sim in low and cook for 10 to 15 minutes in a low flame without mixing the sugar syrup and the zarda pulao. After 10 minutes, let us check whether our rice are cooked well or not. See, the syrup is there, so we have to cook for some more time. Gently we have to mix the rice like this so that our rice may not stick to the bottom of the pan. These are the dry fruits. Like this we have to gently mix the rice grains. Along with the sugar syrup, we have to gently mix the zarda rice. See, our rice is not stick to the edges also because we have greased the vessel with ghee before cooking the rice. See, our rice grains are not even broken, they are intact. Again we have to see our rice grains are not stick to each other, they are falling freely. Again we have to close the lid of the vessel and cook for some more time in a low flame. Let us check whether there is any water left behind. See, this time we should not mix the rice. Now we have to switch off the flame now. Don't overcook the rice into a mushy one. And we have to cover the lid and keep the rice in the vessel itself for 10 more minutes. Don't transfer the rice from the vessel. We have to keep the rice along with the lid for 10 more minutes in the same vessel itself. Don't mix the rice until 10 minutes. Now let us check whether our zarda pulao is perfectly cooked well or not. Let us check if there is any syrup left in the rice. See, there is no syrup left in the bottom of the pan. So at this time we have to add tutti frutti to this rice. Add some dried fruits, fried dry fruits to this, and we have to mix all of them gently. See, our rice grains are not mashed and they are not stick to each other. They are falling freely. Just we have to lift the rice like this, and like this we have to flip it. Gently we have to mix the rice upside down like this. See, now our Shadiyon wala zarda rice is ready to eat and serve. Now we have to transfer the rice into a serving plate. Gently take some of the rice and transfer it into the serving plate. See, all our rice grains are intact. They are not mashed and stick to each other. They are very well cooked. They looks juicy also. Like this we have to cook the zarda pulao. Now we have to garnish the Zarda pulao with fried dry fruits. And garnish it with some basundi. I am garnishing the pulao with basundi. Afterwards, you mix it and eat it. I have made the Zarda pulao in a large scale. Now garnish it with some cherries also. This is a traditional North Indian sweet rice recipe, delicately flavored with saffron, dry fruits, nuts and aromatic spices. This sweet pulao is joyously served during festivals and weddings. Zarda rice can be served as a dessert, or you could feast upon it even during lunch or dinner. I hope all of you would like my recipe. If you really liked my recipe, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. I will be back to you with one more new recipe. Till then, take care. Thank you.